The more you open your life for public consumption, the more leverage you give others to pull you down. To change who you are at the core, you have to cut the signal and step into the shadows. Over the next 6 minutes, we are going to break down the specific mechanics for executing a total disappearance and internal rebuild. You will need a physical notebook, a pen, and your digital calendar. This process requires a hard record that exists outside of a shared cloud. Preparing these private tools moves your focus away from seeking external validation and places it on the only thing you can actually control, your own trajectory. Step 1 is the information blackout. From this moment on, you stop discussing your ambitions with your friends, your family, and your coworkers. When you talk about a goal, your brain releases the same satisfaction it would if you had already achieved it. This premature reward kills your hunger. Think of it this way. For every person you tell about your plan, your actual probability of completing it drops by 5%. You have to catch the impulse to share. If you've drafted a text message explaining your new goals, delete it. Stop the leak before the energy escapes. Step 2 is target locking. You must define a specific, measurable result, whether that is a financial milestone or a physical performance metric. Write this target down by hand. Place it somewhere you will see it every morning, but where it remains invisible to any visitors or housemates. This document is for your eyes only. Keeping it hidden prevents others from offering their opinions, which would only serve to pull you back into your old way of thinking. Locking your goals away forces you to find motivation in the work itself. You are no longer performing for an audience. You are working for the result. Step 3 involves restructuring your environment. If you leave your time to chance, you will default to your old habits. You will use time boxing to map out your day. Replace empty slots in your calendar with a non-negotiable block of time dedicated to your target. You may need to change your physical surroundings. This could mean moving closer to the gym or joining a training class that forces a change in your daily route. Set a minimum number of hours for daily execution. This is the baseline of work that must happen regardless of how you feel. Every week, you must dedicate 1 full day to audit your progress. Look at the data, update your master plan, and break your next big milestone into small, manageable tasks. By aggressively controlling your schedule, you stop reacting to the world around you and start using your environment as a tool for progress. Step 4 is the containment of progress and pain. Going ghost mode means managing your emotional highs and lows in total secrecy. When you hit a wall, do not look for sympathy. Venting to others might make you feel better in the moment, but it drains the frustration you need to power through the obstacle. When it hurts, sit with it. Process your failures alone, and use that discomfort as direct fuel for your next session. Similarly, do not show off early signs of success. Social validation acts as a biological finish line. If you receive the reward before the work is done, your brain will stop providing the drive to finish the journey. Step 5 is the reprogramming of your mindset. You are training yourself to stop weighing your self-worth against the expectations of others. To do this, construct an ideal avatar in your mind, a version of yourself that has already achieved the target. This becomes your new standard. Before you make a decision, ask yourself if this version of you would be proud of the choice. When you answer only to this internal standard, external criticism loses its power to disrupt your mood. You become more resilient because your stability is now based on your own integrity rather than someone else's opinion. Your strategy is now set. The target is locked, the schedule is blocked, and the blackout is in effect. Something happens when you finish this process. You start the journey wanting to shock the world, but once the work is actually done, you find you no longer care about their reaction. You find a quiet peace in the shadows. You realize that a private life built on consistent growth provides a deeper satisfaction than the loudest public praise ever could. If you are ready to stop being a puppet of public opinion and start building your own reality, comment "I'm going dark" to